This is part 2 of my 76 tips for Fallout 76, and they are going to be rapid fire, just so you're aware. Please make sure to hit that like button if you're enjoying the content, and you may want to go back and actually watch part 1 since this is the second half of that video. Also, I have other tip videos as well because this 76 tips is just not even the beginning of the iceberg, it's just like the tip of it. So, if you're enjoying this, make sure to go check out the other videos, and we'll see you guys in the wasteland. Enjoy! PSA, there's a scoreboard that gives you free items, you just have to claim them. You'll unlock items on the scoreboard by actually earning score, which is done by completing daily and weekly challenges. Now, you may be saying, I didn't know about these, but yet I unlock stuff on the scoreboard. Well, one of the challenges is a repeatable, and that is just for playing the game and earning XP. Weekly challenges offer you more score. You can actually track your challenges on the bottom of your screen. You'll see that it says track on Xbox. It is Y, and you'll see that it is flashing. Daily challenges reset every day at noon Eastern Standard Time. I do go over these in a shorts video, so if you're interested, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Weekly challenges change over on Tuesdays at noon Eastern Standard Time, and that's also when the Atomic Shop will update. Speaking of the Atomic Shop, every day they give you a free item that you can claim, and there's also normally an item that's on sale. The Atomic Shop is a place where you spend your atoms. Atoms are normally bought with real-world money, however, there are some ways to get them for free. There are 3 ways to earn free atoms: challenges, scoreboard, and Bethesda giveaways. Now, some players are probably going to argue that Fallout First gives you free atoms, but you're actually paying for them because you pay a monthly fee, and I could make a whole video about Fallout First, so let me know if you want one. You now have the ability to re-roll almost any challenge, meaning if you don't want to do a challenge, or you can actually just try to re-roll it to get a better challenge. And by better challenge, I mean an epic challenge, because that gives you even more score. Every player earns a daily reroller, and those reset at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, if you play Fallout First, you get 2. These rerollers cannot be banked, but ones that you buy or earn off the scoreboard can, and they do roll over season to season. Score boosters are available to help increase your score for 24 hours. These are rewards on the scoreboard. However, they can be bought, and they do roll over season to season. Events. Now, there are several types of events, but public events display an exclamation mark and happen every 20 minutes. Top of the hour, 20 minutes after, and 40 minutes after. If there's some type of special event, they will happen at the top of the hour normally. Some other events can be triggered, for example, the Scorched Earth, which is done by a nuke, or Battle Bots, which is done by just approaching the area. Workshops can be taken over. A few tips though: workshops are PvP areas, so if you take one over, be prepared to possibly fight another player. Workshops are helpful as you can farm resources from these areas, from aluminum to fusion cores. You can even get events from claiming the workshop, as they will trigger as defend or take back, meaning that if you need to complete a daily or weekly challenge event in the Forest region or Mire, you can take over a workshop in that area and you will get an event from owning that workshop. Once you take them over, you can fast travel to workshops for free. You can place Collectrons at your workshops. Knowing this will help you out tremendously during Holiday Scorched, as the Santa Collectron actually will collect gifts. There are many types of Collectrons, and based on the ones you actually own, that's how you program your Collectrons. So certain people will own a bunch, so you have a bunch of different programs. Like, you have to own the Santa Collectron in order to get the holiday presents. You have to own the Nuka Cola Collectron to collect Nuka Colas. Let's get back to talking about workshops. So most people take over workshops in order to get resources, among other things. But if you're not interested in taking over a workshop for any reason, you can also find resources within the world and then actually build your camp there. I will be linking a map in the description so that way you can find all the locations that you can find resources in the world, so that way you can actually build your camp. All you need to do once you do find one is place your camp down and then go into resources and start building the extractor. The extractor is the same thing that you would put down at the workshop, and then you'll just start farming whatever resources that you have there at the camp. Be aware that some resources are actually precious and people would like to lock them. So in order to lock them, all you have to do, go into the build mode and highlight the item you wish to lock. Then you'll notice on the bottom that it'll actually tell you how to lock it. On Xbox, it is left trigger. Then you just need to pick what type of lock you want, even if you just want to remove a lock. These locks can be picked still, but it's a deterrent because those who pick the locks will become wanted. Nuka Colas. There are often many challenges that involve Nuka Colas, so it's good to know that all Nuka Colas except for Nuka Cola Cranberry can be purchased at White Springs or at Nuka World on tour. There are daily quests available that can give you specialized rewards. Daily quests are different from events and storyboard quests, because daily quests can be repeated daily. Scoreboards come in seasons, and the seasons normally do not have an end date, which is another good reason that you should join a community or follow websites so you'll be in the know. However, Bethesda does release community calendars, which will give you a list of all upcoming events and sometimes when the new season starts, but not often. Daily ops and expeditions are available to you, and you can start off by joining them by joining teams when they pop up. You will get a notification about these teams, just follow the prompts. Join them from the menu screen. These events will offer specialized rewards, extra ammo, XP, and scrip. They are type of specialized events that can be completed in teams of 4. Daily ops, your completion time will matter. The better your time, the more chance for a reward. Because completion time matters, when you load in, do not move, as you could actually start daily ops without your team being ready. FYI, daily ops and expeditions are the best way to farm ammo, as you get contextual ammo drops. That means that whatever gun you're using is the ammo you'll receive. It drops everything except for cores, so if you're using a GAP plasma, you will not be getting plasma cores. Get familiar with your Pip-Boy, as there is a lot in there. Another tip, read the instructions for events so that way you know what to do. You will be surprised at how many higher level players do not know how to complete events. Instructions are always in the top right hand corner of the screen, so make sure to read them. They're there to help you. Another place you should be looking through and learning is your settings. You can control a lot, including if your camera shakes when there's explosions, or if you have a backpack on, if it shows or not, or if you want to participate in PvP. You would be surprised what's in there. It's literally a ton of stuff. All dead enemies are private loot, meaning you're not taking anything from another player by looting a body. Speaking of looting, you can actually loot nearby enemies. Just follow the prompts on the screen. Make sure to check more than one fallen enemy though, especially in larger areas, as you'll be surprised at how many you actually can't pick up all at once. So do your due diligence. Let's get into VATS. So VATS is an automatic targeting system in the Fallout universe. You can access this on Xbox by pressing the left bumper, L1 on PlayStation, and I believe the Q button on PC. This will also help you see or find enemies. The higher your perception, the better this works at a distance. If you ever see challenges that says cripple arms or legs, using VATS is the fastest way to complete this. If you played other Fallout games, VATS normally lets you cycle through the limbs, but in 76 you must equip Concentrated Fire in order to target specific limbs. Concentrated Fire is located under Perception. To cycle through enemies' limbs, just use your right stick, and on the PC you can use your mouse wheel. The little bar in that area of the limb will show you how damaged it is. It needs to be to 0 if you're crippling, i.e. your bar will be black instead of green. When you're using VATS, you also fill a crit meter. You do not just get critical shots whenever it fills, you must activate it. Critical shots cause more damage, so follow your screen prompts on Xbox. We activate crits by using Y. PlayStation, I believe, is a triangle, and PC, I think it's the space bar. Another tip, the last one. If you hold down the crit button, you will automatically take your critical shot, so there's no need to wait for that meter to fill. Basically, you'll get every critical shot that you are owed. You won't be missing out on any, so just hold down that crit button. If you ever find a lookout tower, you need to make sure that you go to the top and actually go to the bar here and push survey area. Once you do this, you'll actually see where your map gets updated and you'll be able to find every location that's in that area. So any location that is unknown to you will now become known. All the unknown locations will now show up as gray, which will make it so much easier to get there and learn them quickly, especially if you use the fast travel tips that I gave you in the first video. Let's talk about backpacks. So backpacks actually help increase your carry weight, which everybody needs, especially if you're a loot goblin like me. But when you actually make a character now, you leave the vault with a backpack on. That didn't used to be the way it was. But in order to mod the backpack, you will need to find the small backpack plan. It is now located in a different location. So in this video, I'll actually be showing you where you go to get that small backpack plan. Once you know the plan, you can now mod your backpack. You can even make new ones, which is important because you can level up your backpack, which means you increase your carry weight. So you get different carrying weight depending on your level, whether it's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. You get leveled up each time, which means you you get to slowly increase how much you carry until you get to level 50. If the small backpack plan just isn't cutting it for you anymore, you might want to consider joining the Scouts, where you can get the standard backpack plan, which increases your carry weight even more. You can earn badges from the Scouts that can be used to buy backpack mods like the high capacity mod, which always allows you to carry up to 120 extra pounds when it's fully leveled up. Joining the Scouts isn't the only way that you can actually mod your backpack. You can buy backpack mods from other players at their vending machines, or you can even buy it from the gold bullion vendors, like Minerva will sell some, Samuel, or Mortimer. So if you have treasury notes that you've turned into gold, which if you don't know this, go back and watch the first part of this video and it will go over that. You can actually mod it with all sorts of things besides the high capacity. You can get insulated, you can get one that reduces the weight of your chems. There's all sorts of stuff. This has been well over 76 rapid fire tips, and there's literally so much more. So please remember to check out those other 2 tip videos for further tips. Make sure to hit that like button, and if you have questions, make sure to drop them in the comments below, as like I said, I read every comment. Thank you for watching. Huge thank you to my channel members, the Deathclaws. Thank you guys for supporting me, so more content like this can be created for you all. Love you guys, and I will see you guys in the wasteland. Take care. I'd like to take a moment to recognize all of our latest channel members that just recently got added. And to the Glowing Deathclaws, we have Pumpyati, Professor Ginky, Broken Ascendants, Fang Sheriff, Lady Riv, Amanda Longnecker, Nova Darling, Andy D, Joe Garofalio, Mike Gonzalez, Tonks, Censor Eric, Julie B, Dominus Gall, Dark Avenger 42, Doug Benoin, Alan C, Slaven NM, Baya Falco, Dan K, Sheldon Ryland, and Brother Mud.